What's going on, guys? It's your boy Murray here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually on a bit of an adventure. We're going to be filming for the very short Green Screen Environmental Film Festival, which is an annual film festival that is held right here in Trinidad and Tobago every year, right? I believe the submission deadline is like the 15th or somewhere in September. But what I like to do is just gather a lot of footages beforehand, and it is bad practice, but I choose to edit like about a week before the festival. Alright, so what I do in the interim is just gather a bunch of raw footages. So as seeing that I have some free time on my hands today, we're going to be venturing through the forest of Moruga today and just looking for beautiful scenery. And let's say not just particularly the forest of Moruga, but the vicinity of Moruga today. We're starting with the forest. When we come out, we just go to the more urban areas. But we're just looking for beautiful sceneries and nice macro shots of insects and butterflies. If we get some nice birds and all these things, and the forests have a lot of beautiful scenes in it as well. You get a lot of lovely views from the top of certain hills and all these type of things. So all of this is what we're trying to capture today, right? So as I said, I'm bringing you guys on the adventure with me today, and hope you guys do enjoy. And if you did like, do remember to drop a like and subscribe, and let me head out. Okay, so we're off route here. We're actually in the forest here now. Or at least proceeding to head into the jungle here now. As I said, we're just looking for locations that would be very useful. Oh, we have a set of yam vines. Alright guys, so as I've said, we're just looking for locations that would be very useful in terms of yeah, so that's one of the problems with the bush. There's always a bunch of vines all over, right? So as I said, we're just looking for footages that we could use, nice scenery. I have one particular scene in mind, so I'm heading to that location now. Honestly, I'm actually taking a shortcut here, so yeah. As soon as I well, you guys would see the journey, but as soon as I get to that particular location, I would set up everything and we'd start filming. Alright, so we come up on the location here, the first one, so which we're going to be filming at. I know that I wasn't actually going to show you guys the location, but it just dawned on me that actually in the first time I would have entered the film festival, I would have filmed here, this very sad location, many years ago now, right? So we're just coming back here because I love how the forest is dark here, and it gives you this. It isn't that far in the forest. The beach is like right there. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I just love the location here. I don't know why. It is really a nice location. So this is gonna give us that forest aesthetic that we're looking for now. So just gonna set up the gear here and we're gonna start filming. Cheers. Alrighty guys, so we're actually heading down the beach here now. We're going to find a particular location and head back up because I believe the tide is actually coming in. And that is, so look at it. So there are these huge cliffs that along with rainfall and the constant beating from the sea, erode over time now, right? And so they create these huge that are usually found along the shorelines of the beach, and so it can be quite dangerous to walk below these cliffs. As you guys can see, it is actually very high. I'm not sure how good of a job the camera is actually doing in showing how high it actually is compared to me now, right? But it is very, very tall and very high. So it is quite dangerous to be walking at the foot of the cliffs in the event that the rocks break off and fall into the water, right? So, as I said, right now I'm making my way down to a location called Marachit. I don't know where the name come from. I've heard that it is a name that came from like the indigenous tribes who would have settled in Murga here before. I don't know how true. But there is a particular opening in a river that I love very, very much, and it is quite scenic, and I think it would make a nice shot now, right, to get some good footages from now. I'm not sure if you guys could actually see that, but there's a boat on the outskirts of the sea. Yeah, there's a fishing boat there. Usually a lot of people don't like walking down this beach because of there is usually a lot of Hispanic personnel, Venezuelan personnel that come through this beach now, right? And well, this is their main point of entrance, because Venezuela is just like about 30 minutes of boat ride away from here now, right? It's so much, right? So we're here now, to which I'm speaking about. So this is the opening of the river. It is very, very lovely, very luscious and beautiful. I'm not sure if you guys seeing how lovely this looks in person. And then there are these beautiful rock formations here. So this is actually one of the things that I want to film. The formation of the rocks here, along with just to get a couple clips of inside the river there, right? And so now we're actually here at the entrance of this beautiful river, right? So I want to film, I want to get a couple clips here. I love this. It looks so beautiful, very, very scenic and clear and beautiful. And so the idea is I want to get some clips here for the VSS film. I would like to come back to here to film to get some clips for Invasion 2020 Chapter 2, right? So yeah, we're just gonna organize our setup here real quick, so get those clips really, really quickly, and then we'll be out here. So guys, as I've said, the view is very, very lovely, and it is very nice, and literally one of my favorite places to visit whenever I am home or I just looking for an adventure, right? So this has been one of my favorite spots to visit ever since I was really younger, because of how beautiful it is. It is quite secluded. Not much people actually know about this location, but it is along the shoreline, but a lot of persons actually don't walk down here because, as I've said, this is one of the main spots that you get a lot of Venezuelan immigrants coming into Trinidad, especially in Murga where they come, right? So I know some of you might say, yeah, ancestors. But yeah, it is really lovely. The water is very, very beautiful and clean. And the place is usually always cool, right? And I guess the only time here becomes really, really dirty and tough is when like the tide is very high and there's a storm passing, right? So you get like all the water that comes down from the mountain comes down through there, right? But usually this particular area is very, very lovely, right? So I said I was just taking a little chill here for a while. I'm just switching this around so you guys can see how beautiful that's view on the other end of this camera. Oh, I can actually put it in the other view, I don't know, but it is very lovely. And I think nature, we as human beings, you know, we depend on nature, and it should be imperative that we understand and we teach our kids how important it is to value nature, right? Because as I've said, it isn't a coincidence. Just in particular, what we breathe out, trees breathe in, right? And vice versa. No? So sadly, we have to cut the beautiful moment short because the tide, as you guys can see, the tide is actually coming in, and it is getting very, very dangerously close to those cliffs that I would have mentioned to you guys about before now, right? So we don't want to be walking too close to the edge of these cliffs when the tide comes in, because the water hits the cliffs very, very hard, and that causes the erosion of the cliffs now. So they fall down. The stones that are usually held up in the mountain by the soil usually falls down now. So we're venturing back down the beach here now to head back home. Right guys, so we're heading back home here now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not sure if I might have enough battery life before I get back home to just do one final clip, but I'm doing this one for now, just in the event that the battery cuts off now. Right, so we're heading back up there now, as mentioned before, because the tide is coming in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did like, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, more behind the scenes, more vlogs of me traveling, me venturing, hiking per se, especially when I'm looking for locations to film at, or maybe just hiking to new locations. Just let me know, leave a comment on the comment section below, and I would most definitely do content like this, right? Because I move about a lot, so, and I love filming, so it shouldn't be a problem doing the two at the same time, seeing that I love both of them. Alright, so as I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did like, do remember to drop a like and subscribe, and catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.